what the flock is cooking. Flock up or flock off. Not you stick around because it's about to go down. You know, flock with the most energetic entity in the Eagleverse. Let's flock and go on the What the Flock Wednesday. It's been a long time since we've been here with this, but we ain't here today for it, man. And what we got to say what the flock about today, first things first, man. What the flock is up with Fletcher Cox retiring, bro. We don't know what we got till it's gone. We're going to get into a little bit of that. What the flock is up with. What we got over here. You know we do this thing on the fly. What the flock is up. We saw a Philadelphia Eagles game on NFL Network today. What the flock? What the flock is up with Devontae Smith's contract. What the flock is going on down in Dallas right now. Whoa, I'm loving it. And what the flock is up with? A little bit of draft talk. We're going to get into it. But before doing any of that, man, let's get the Nets keeping out of the way. Let's keep the maniac thing. Please like and subscribe. If you bought that Fly Eagles fly, drop a comment in that box. If you fly with the flock, let's fly. Do remember, join that maniac thing. Know the gang. You hit that bell. You get a ding whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. Let's flock and fly. And while that's the maniac thing, let's keep the main thing. Hope this video finds you in good vibes, good times. Fly skies, clear skies. The eclipse is gone. Because if you're not there, I hope this helps you get there because we're about to go there. Oh, yeah. First things first, man. Fletcher Cox, man. Big thanks to Fletcher Cox, man. Like, dude, oh man, it's like what the flock. I didn't even like the first thing I say what the flock about is about, bro. Like he stated this in his presser to say goodbye to us. Oh, I mean, that's the real reason why, today was a press conference for him saying peace. Check it out on your social medias, on your YouTubes and all of that. I might drop it down in the comments. But peep game. So the guy, he pointed it out. Something that I didn't even take into account, much like Trent Cole. Trent Cole was never injured. They asked Trent Cole, why you never injured, bro? He said, because I looked down when I walked around. I'm not stepping on nothing. You feel me? Fletcher Cox, much the same way. You look at it, you think back like, dogs, Fletcher Cox, much like Jason Kelce, bro. These dudes never miss games. Like, it's like, yeah, it sucks that, we're all upset that we're losing these guys in the same year at the same damn time. It sucks, right? But, we still got two tried and true sticking around, to push that culture forward. However, it's just like when it comes to these two dudes, like we've seen Lane Johnson miss multiple games, possibly even almost seasons, right? Now that was a lot of time, right? We've seen BG miss whole seasons, you know what I mean? Once, snap in the beginning, I think twice. Poor Brandon, that's my boy. Regardless, these two dudes right here, Fletcher Cox and Jason Kelce, they were always out there. And we're talking about Fletcher Cox today, dude. That dude was always out there. And I say that to say this, you don't know what you got till it's gone, man. Then I don't know how y'all do it. People that live in Philly still, like I'm not there. I don't have to listen to WIP. I can listen to, just because I live there, I probably wouldn't listen to them either. I don't listen to all this New York sports radio either. Like, regardless of what, I'm just like, just the doom and gloom that those dudes put on your heads, on your bodies, day after day after day. I see why there's so many upset Eagles fans out there not taking appreciation for what we have, this golden era that we're going through right now. Yeah, we hit bumps in the road, but bro, like there's so much good. The good outweighs the bad, at least in my estimation. But there's one case where I was listening to the whip and they were right. And it's like, you think about these last few years, what this defense has lost. Like with Fletcher Cox today announcing his retirement, we knew it a few weeks ago, but the presser was today. Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Hassan Reddick, all from that D-line. TJ, and then you're looking at it as like a 2-year thing, and then you're looking like what's to come. I understand why it's a little crazy, but we do have Jeff Stabon-Laurie and Hal E. busting the stupid dumb moves. I have faith in these dudes that they're going to do the right thing and right this ship because that's what they've always done. This is nothing new. We ain't new to this. We're true to this. And Fletcher Cox was one of the truest to do this for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Let's send our boy out a big shout out and a peace and a thank you. Thank you, Fletcher Cox. Thank you, number 91. Thank you, champion. Super Bowl, one of the few that brought the Super Bowl champion to our Philadelphia fucking football Eagles. And we're going to spend from that to that Super Bowl because you see I got my Super Bowl on. Because, the NFL Network played an Eagles game today on the NFL Network. What the flock? They answer me, dude. I hit search on the remote control, and I never see is there any Eagles games coming on on this? I guess maybe because it's called Super Bowl Classics or whatever the case may be. It didn't come up in the search, or maybe my cable is just trash, right? Regardless, it's just what the flock. So dope to see that game, man. It's just, and you know what? I don't give a damn. We're gonna even know this game happened 7 years ago. We're still gonna break it down because there was so many what the flocks in that game for the sakes and purposes of a What the Flock Wednesday. Bro, what the flock was Alshon Jeffrey doing? When the ball came down flying all over the place, we were up 15-6. We could have went up 22-6. It would have been crazy. But this guy's filling it all over, and it got me to thinking what happened in New Orleans the next year. Like, damn, maybe Alshon Jeffrey was as good as they thought they were. Regardless of what not, Alshon was that dude, one of the dudes that helped bring this championship to our squad. And not to mention, if he would have caught that ball and we going for the touchdown 22-6, we might not have had the Philly special, which I missed because I'm a spaz. Mad about a non-pass interference call, so I left early for halftime, go outside, came back going crazy. Regardless, anyway, so him flailing at the ball, and then homeboy from the Patriots gets the interception. They march down the field and score, make the game tight, whatever we do, what we do, right? Then the next what the flock was Corey Clement looking at? So we're up 15-6. They come down, they score, they miss the field goal. It's 15-12. Then we hand the ball off, we march right down the field. It's like 2 minutes left to go. You know, this is right before the Philly special, right? So Corey Clement, once again, he gets the ball, throw it to him out on the flat to the right. Dude, this dude's running across the field. The route was crazy. And it appears that he must have looked over to the left and saw Mac Hollins. Didn't know they were on the same team. And tries to go run the other way and runs right into a Patriot. Boom, he's down at like the 10-yard line, whatever the case may be. But if he would have scored, once again, we wouldn't have had the Philly special. That's a whole fact. So you know what? Everything happened for a reason. That's how it's supposed to happen, man. It was just a fucking beautiful game. And what the flock is up with Chris Collinsworth? You know, watching that replay, it's just like, this dude is such a flocking hater, bro. Like, what the flock? Like, what are we like? Every damn close play is like, nope, they're gonna overturn it. Nope, don't think they got it. Nope. Eagles, oh my gosh, can't believe this. Dude, like, they went so far as to go to commercial, come back, and he's still talking about it. It was ridiculous. What the fuck is up with Chris Collinsworth? But nah, you know what I mean? Like, I've always thought that guy had like an axe to grind with us, but then when you watch other games, you watch multiple games, like, he's like that with everybody. And it's fucking annoying. But that dude, he's doing his job, right? And the last what the flock is pertaining to that game. I can't believe what the fuck was we thinking? Bringing the defensive coordinator into our organization that gave up 400 points and 41 points, 400 yards to our backup quarterback. And we said, you know what? We need that guy in our organization. And I'm not going to poo-poo Nick Foles, you know what I'm saying, to diminish him, to reduce him to just a backup quarterback, because we know that dude was playing like an all-time MVP, all-time great. I mean, if you've been there, if you know, you've seen this dude throw for 27 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in the season, 7 touchdowns in the game. Nick Foles is that fucking dude. Just, it's a bit inconsistent. You know, if you want to say if he has a problem, that would be his problem. But, I mean, yeah, we went and what the fuck was we thinking bringing in I don't even know his name no more. Matt Patricia, not going to lie, was one of the dudes that was in the corner of that acquisition. Like, you know what? Bygones be bygones. He's going to help the offense see things that some of the coordinators don't see over there. But we went and made him a damn coordinator at the end of the season. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, so you know what? Just had to hit that on the What the Flock Wednesday. What the Flock is up with the NFL Network actually playing an Eagles game on their networks on a flashback. It's pretty fucking dope. Then we got on what else was we going to spin into? Oh, man, this one's got me going crazy. What the flock is up with the fans out here going crazy about Devontae Smith's contract extension? What are you talking? What the flock is we talking about there? CeeDee Lamb was drafted a year before this dude, and he's seeing no extension yet. So what are we talking? I mean, don't get it twisted. I would love for him to extend right now. You know, that could only bode well for us in the future. Get ahead of the game, and you know what I'm saying? Because we know yesterday's price is not today's price, so we get him yesterday that price for yesterday's price. Oh, yeah, let's flock and go. But not to mention, people out here bugging like, yo, Howie, go get that done. Dude, it takes 2 to tango. Do you think Devontae Smith's agent is sitting there like, yo, bro, come on, hurry up. Let's get yesterday's money. Don't flock the future. Come on, dude, it takes 2 to tango, man. That's not going to happen for a long, long time down the road. I know we're looking at this money, the way the money's set up right now. Like, yo, we got the money now, son. Come through, take this money, man. It doesn't work like that, dog. Not to mention, you got to think of guys that were... Not just CeeDee Lamb was drafted a year before him, and we're going to get to that in a second. And then you've also got Jamar Chase, who was drafted before him, albeit in the same year. Waddle, who was drafted the same year as him, but before him. Neither one of these dudes have gotten the extensions yet. What the flock is we out here talking? I mean, am I missing something? Help me understand what I'm missing, that this Devontae Smith contract extension is like the thing. You do know Landon Dickerson was drafted, like 2 years before him? That was at the draft. Yeah, that was the year before his draft. Yeah. Landon Dickerson. That's another what the fuck, bro. I was looking through my notes earlier from 21 when I thought I was gonna start this thing right here. And whoa, was I wrong on Landon Dickerson? It was like, this dude is injury prone. He doesn't fit the criteria of what a Howie Roseman offensive lineman usually looks like. He can't get out there and get ahead and break down blocks. And like, yo, so wrong. I believe I gave it a grade of a D. And I'm wilding. Devontae Smith was drafted the same year because he's in those same draft notes. I'm wilding. So yeah, and I gave Devontae Smith an A. Oh, so damn, it makes sense now. I get it. But it's the fact, I do believe it's the fact that Landon Dickerson was a second-round draft pick, whereas our boy Smitty was a first-round draft pick, and we have that 1 year, like it's a built-in 1 year extension. You got him for 5 years. And then you sign that like rookie bonus or something, whatever the case may be. I still believe that Devontae Smith is still getting like 16 mil this year, whereas Landon Dickerson would have probably getting million like a drop in the bucket compared to that. Whatever the case may be, I still think, like I said, much in that same draft. So I understand where the fans are coming out now that I broke it down. I was at live time, real time, right? The fact that they were drafted the same year, you would think that they should get their extensions the same year, but it's the discrepancy between the first round and the second round. Not to mention, like I said, CeeDee Lamb, first round draft pick, still hasn't gotten extended yet. Jamar Chase hasn't gotten extended yet. Waddle hasn't gotten extended yet. Two guys who were actually drafted before him in the same draft. So the fuck is wrong with y'all? Cool out, but now I kind of understand what the fuck is wrong. What the fuck is wrong with me? And I'm seeing through that already, right? But what the fuck is going on down in Dallas? Oh, I'm loving it, man. They're talking about CeeDee Lamb possibly sitting out. And when you look at all the multitudes of the players that they've lost in the past, the multitudes, you hear this guy? That they've lost in the past offseason, in this current offseason, not to mention not picking anybody up, and then the prospect of CeeDee Lamb sitting out, possibly whatever few games that, even if, they come to some type of agreement, I don't want to jump the gun, but let's play it out inside the mind of the maniac, right? Because I need this therapy session. I've been here frequent lately. I've been tripping out the things I'm seeing. Regardless of what you've got, CeeDee Lamb, possibly, if they get something done, this happens maybe at the end of the preseason. So he's going to have to warm up, practice with the team and all that and get everything right. Probably miss the first 2-3 games. What? Dude, I'm loving it. And then you hear the other things coming out, the whistles coming out. I think this one is a bit more BS, but what the fuck is up with people saying that Micah Parsons is a problem in the locker room? Everybody down there is sick of his act. Not everybody down there, but a lot of people down there are sick of his act, and a lot of people want to be upset if he was to leave the organization, walk out that locker room, say peace, Siverdershi, I'm out the door, I'm going to Philly. What? That would be crazy. I don't want to get too hyped because, he's still the enemy. He's still down there. But, dude, what the fuck is going on in Dallas? It just gets crazy about a day. There's all kinds of tumult and craziness going on around Dak Prescott. So you got that going on. Not to mention CeeDee Lamb talking about sitting out. Then people talking trash about Michael Parsons, want him up out of here. This is crazy. Or it could just be a bunch of BS conjured up by Jerry Jones, keeping the team in the media cycle because, that's what he's really all about at the end of the day. Like I said, a lot of fans, a lot of players can look at the team and be like, yo, y'all never done this, y'all never done that. Fans can look at Cowboys fans and be like, bro, 30 years, what the fuck is going on? Where you been? You doing anything? Nothing? Cool. But you know what? Jerry Jones is the owner. He can sit up there in meetings with a bunch of other owners, sitting at dinner tables like, here, what's your bank account like, my boy? Because mine's is this. Look at my team. So they always want to stay in that media cycle. They want to be talked about. So that could quite literally be the case of what's going on right now. But if it's not, I'm so here for it. What the fuck? Yeah! It's that type of what the flock. And then real quick, before we get up out of here, man, the flavor of the day is, as far as the draft goes, what the flock is up with the draft, right? So, I've been talking Cooper DeJean. I've been talking Kool-Aid McKinstry. I've been talking Nate Wiggins. I've been talking Kayvon Mitchell. Who's my other guy? Mad Max over there in Rutgers, right? So many other guys that, because, right now it's like I said, bro, we're at a place where we could probably possibly pick best available, and it could be any number of these guys. And and I said, I had Tyler Guyton on my mind at one point. So today I'm looking, and it's so funny. So first thing, I wake up, and, you see that bottom ticker of Bucky Brooks, top 25, top 50, I believe it is. His top 50 draft prospects, right? So now I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm seeing where guys are falling. And I'm gonna add 5 because, right off the back, I see they're gonna be quarterbacks that are gonna be popping up, and there's gonna be things, and there's gonna be guys that are picked before they're supposed to be picked, and all kinds of things going on, right? That's just, inside the mind of the maniac madness, right? Regardless, So then I'm seeing like they had this guy at 17, and I'm like, we picked 22, so I had the fives. So now I go and look him up. It was offensive tackle J.C. Latham out of Alabama. Tyler Guyton's from Oklahoma, right? And Tyler Guyton usually falls around that 22, 23 area, right? But now I'm like, so I add that 5 to it, take minus that 5, 17, J.C. Latham pops up. Let's see, this dude is a whole flocking beast. And if we could get this guy, because I know a lot of people, we want the sexy picks and all that, but you know, in this team construction, and we're trying to build back better, right? And then we're going to need, like Lane Johnson. We don't know how long this dude's going to be here. And I know it sucks to go and snatch somebody in the first round that's going to be a backup for the first. But this is how you build a foundation, bro. You got to think ahead. It's not just this year. Like, I mean, it would be awesome to see guys. But that usually happens with bad teams. More often than not, when you see guys come in and they make splashes right there their first year. Yeah, whoa, it's crazy. Our record is 4-12. Woo. Jamar Chase, right? I don't believe their record was that their first year. Justin Jefferson, I think they were trash his first year. But I don't know. Regardless of whom or what, I'm looking at this guy, J.C. Latham, and it's just so funny. So boom, then later on in the day, I'm getting ready to go take my walk. While I'm going to take my walk, I'm listening to Eagles Huddle, Barrett Brooks, who's the first guy he brings up, J.C. Latham. Then I pop on him, I poke my eagle eye, poke my beak in, checked out WIP real quick on my walk real quick. I'm like, I never checked these dudes out. Who are they talking about? J.C. Latham. It's like, it's crazy. Mania Eagle fans, like in the Eagle verse, is like, I wouldn't say we're monolith and we're all the same mind. It was just odd to me that boom, out of nowhere. What the fuck? Everyone, J.C. Latham is the flavor of the day, and it's going to change time and time again over the next few days. Just today's flavor of the day. Right now, I'm feeling J.C. Latham could possibly be that dude. And the way that we could get him to start, much like I heard the dude saying the whip, the way we could get him to start first season is throw him in that right guard spot. Set him right there, right next to Lane Johnson. Learn from the similar time we had Cam Jurgens play next to Jason Kelsey and learn from him, man. So it could be a beautiful thing. That's a flavor I'm seeing today. But one last time before we get out of here, but probably not the last time forever, because I can't wait to see him come back for multiple Eagles events, possibly seeing him on the sideline, his Ring of Honor ceremony, and all kinds of things will come. Hopefully Hall of Fame ceremony, and we could get into that in the coming days if he feels the need to do so. Do you guys think Fletcher Cox is a Hall of Famer? In my heart he is. In my mind, I don't know how these dudes do these things, but I mean, dude, he brought one of the core four that brought a Super Bowl to Philadelphia. I think that's Hall of Fame worthy. First Super Bowl to Philadelphia Eagles franchise. Come on, man. You got to throw him in there, man. But once again, like I said, thank you, Fletcher Cox. Thank you, number 91. Thank you, champion. You know how we like to do around this time, about this time, at this time, man. To the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, give it a great time. You already know what time it is around here. It's Eagles o'clock. Open your eagle eye, poke your beak, and give it an eagle screech. And ask him, what you going to do when Eagle Mania swoops down and runs wild on you? Say it with me one time. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. Let's get the flock out of here. Fletcher Cox, man.